Hi everyone and welcome to the GFS Gallery. Great to be back, great to wear my new t-shirt, and thank you so much to those that commented on the last video. If you've not seen that yet, I'll leave a link up there. I asked the question after I stripped down my Aquascaper 1200, how should we do the new Aquascape? Should it be an island composition or a reverse triangle? When I say reverse, reversed compared to how it used to look. And I have to say most of you have voted in favour of the island, so this is interesting. It doesn't mean I'm going to do an island, but it's something that I'm definitely going to consider, and I think the decision will be made once I've actually got in the tank with the hardscape, playing around with it, what looks best, and we'll go from there. But thank you so much. Your opinions and your views are really important to me, and you know, the channel does evolve and it evolves according to my audience. You know, you are my customers, if you like, so it's really important that you enjoy the content, stay engaged, and I think the comment section is a great place to do that. So hopefully you guys know by now I try to answer as many comments as I can, and I definitely read all of the comments, so do please keep those comments coming, even if it's just saying how much you love my t-shirt. So, a bit of a different video today. I'm not going to ramble about lots of different topics. I am going to go into some detail of the equipment we're using. We are going to be using some new bits of equipment, and I want to talk about those in more detail. So let's jump over to the tank and have a look at what we've got. First of all, I want to explain, some of you may perceive this video as a bit of an advert for the equipment, but I'm talking about the equipment because it is stuff that I've used in the past, had years of experience and success with, and therefore I'm happy to talk about them with you guys. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. It's not a specific product endorsement video, although I will be talking about obviously brands that I'm using and sponsor this channel. First of all, let's start from the top. Let's talk about Kessel lights. These are the A360WE Tuna Sun. Every single day that I post a video of this tank, I get asked what these lights are. Quite amusing. It's a bit of a sort of standing joke with a few of my followers. They're not cheap. I think these are about £400 each retail, and then there's the controller, which is about £100. And they're very good. Most of you preferred these over the Twinstar 1200. I did as well, if I'm honest, on this particular scape as it was. So I swapped it back from the 1200 to the Kessel, and Kessel have brought a new upgraded unit out called the 360X, and it does have an adjustable red and amber part of the spectrum, which was kind of where the original WE Tuna Sun was lacking. So I'm just awaiting for the new style controller. The old style controller isn't compatible with the new lights, unfortunately, so I'm waiting for a sample to come over from the States. Really great point source light. That means it's a dense matrix LED, so it has an array, a grid if you like, of small LEDs, and then it has a lens that covers all of those small LEDs, and this gives us the point source. And the point source is what gives us this shimmer effect. As the ripples on the water refract the light, you get these amazingly natural looking shadows and shimmer effect. So this is one of the reasons they're so popular. It's also one of the reasons that a lot of people don't like them, because the shimmer effect can be quite intense. As with most things in the hobby and all things aesthetic, it's all down to personal taste. Next, I wanted to talk about Tropica Aquarium soil. I've been using this in almost all of my aquascapes and clients' aquascapes for many years now, probably at least 3 or 4 years. Proven performer, not quite as rich in nutrients as some competitors such as ADA Aquasoil Amazonia. I am probably going to go soil only. I want to go really dense with planting, especially if I do an island. If I did an island with sand or gravel, we're not going to have much room for actual planting, especially if I want to use dominant hardscape, and I'm quite keen to plant heavy. This is going to reduce the risk of algae. I'm a big fan of heavily planted tanks. That's my bread and butter. It's what I kind of grew up with, if you like, with a classic nature aquarium style. I have to create something I'm passionate about, and then it comes across in the video. If I compromise on creating content just for other people, then the passion won't be imparted and the video won't be very good for you. So soil only, I think I've got 6 or 7 bags, so absolutely loads. It feeds the plant roots, it has a high cation exchange capacity, it buffers the water, reduces the pH and the KH slightly. Don't get too confused about that. It's just a really nice product, proven performer. It doesn't have a huge ammonia spike like some soils, and it's an easy product to work with. Doesn't need rinsing. Enough said on the aquarium soil. Great product. Okay, filtration. I've already got an Awase Biomaster 600 Thermo in here, and I want to add another one just to improve overall circulation. I don't know if you guys remember, originally when I set up the Aquascaper 1200, I had 2 filters. I got rid of one. I just thought I could get away with having one, less maintenance, etc. And that's actually, when I think about it, minor problems became more apparent. So maybe one of the reasons was I didn't have enough circulation. So for those that don't know already, the Awase Biomaster Thermos are a great product. They have the quick release pre-filter, which I absolutely love. It means you can clean the filter in a matter of minutes. You don't have to go into the filter itself to clean the biological media, because the pre-filter takes out all the debris mechanically before it gets a chance to clog up the biomedia. So you probably only need to actually strip the whole filter apart once every 3 to 6 months or so. And you can, in between that, weekly basis, I would recommend you can clean the pre-filter. Super easy to do. And I am going to fit these carbon sponges as well. I do like to keep the water crystal clear if I can. So the carbon sponges are an ideal product to do that. It's got a built-in heater as well, so you don't have to have an ugly filter spoiling the Aquascape. And the great thing about an integral heater in the filter is that it's going to ensure you get really even heat distribution around the aquarium water as well. So Awase, German company, German engineering, really high quality products, reasonably priced as well. So that's why I've gone Awase, and actually that's why they're one of the supporters to my channel, because I believe in their products and very happy to tell everyone how great they are. Next, I want to talk about the D&D dosing pump P1, brand new product. You can control it with your smartphone. This automatically doses your aquarium with liquid fertilizer. So you can set it to dose how much you want and over what period of time you want as well. So I would probably dose 10 millilitres a day of the Tropica Specialized. This is a 5 litre bottle, which will last obviously a long time. In fact, 500 days at 10 ml a day. Yeah, that's right. So nearly 18 months. So interesting product. Never actually used one yet. Looking forward to showing you how it works. Final product I want to talk about, Aquascaper glass pipework set. Comes with a glass inlet with a floating skimming portion and the glass lily pipe outlet. I've actually done a video, complete video on the set there and how it works. So I'll link to that. That's a brief overview of the new equipment I'm using. Might have learned something there. I know it's expensive. I know it's out of some people's budgets. I didn't want this video to be like an advert or like a specific endorsement, but it's important for me to kind of share, products that I believe in, products that can hopefully make your aquarium hobby that little bit more enjoyable, products that you can trust and know that are going to perform very well over a long period of time. Okay, before I sign off, I just want to talk about next steps with regarding the 1200 Aquascape. We've got all of the plants that I want to use in here. I might use some extra plants. In fact, I've got some really beautiful crypts that I've never used before from ADA. I'll talk about those in more detail in the next video on the 1200. But yeah, I'll be taking all of the plants out of the 600, separating them into their individual species, and then figuring out which are the healthiest, maybe throw away ones which aren't too healthy. So I hope you've enjoyed that video, guys. A little bit different, just talking about the products and not so much about the aquascaping. But in order to achieve a beautiful aquascape, you do have to sometimes invest in the appropriate equipment. Just a caveat, you can achieve great results in a much cheaper system. The Fluval Flex is a good example of that, and there will be another video at some point, hopefully quite soon, on how to aquascape on a budget, non-CO2. But yeah, just something a little bit more high-end, and hopefully an insight into, this kind of high-tech planted tank world, if you like. So if you did enjoy that, guys, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. What should I ask? Do you like my t-shirt? Should I get another type of t-shirt? Hashtag keep on rambling, maybe? Let me know. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it. You take care. Keep on scaping. Cheerio. Oh, before I forget, I bought a second camera. So, second hand off eBay, Canon 750D. The reason for that is because I'm writing this book. Oh, I didn't mention the book, did I? So I'm writing a book on aquascaping. The step-by-step photos I want to put on a fixed camera and a tripod, but I also want to film the process for YouTube, for you guys. So it's important to have two cameras. So I thought I'd buy a cheap second-hand Canon, and I got another, I got a new tripod as well, like a budget-friendly tripod. And but longer term, I can film with this as well, so I can create more interesting footage. You know, it'll be more complex editing, but a better viewing experience for you. So yeah, just thought I'd share that with you as well. Okay, definitely going to go now. You take care. Keep on scaping. Cheerio. So the carbon sponges. So the carbon sponges. The carbon spon. Goodness.